viewing today's video. I will be putting this up on YouTube. It is live now. If you are here in the chat, you can say hello if you would like to. But without further ado, I will get into your readings today. I'm thinking about, because I didn't do any a pre-shuffle or anything to see like what this reading would be. So let's just grab another deck. I'm going to use this deck during the reading, but I'll just grab this deck right here just to have an unbiased reading of like what this will show. So for all my Capricorns, let's go ahead and see what you are going to be experiencing, or what this reading really holds for you. Temperance coming out, and also the 10 of Wands in reverse, which is telling you you're letting go of burdens and balancing out your energy. Whatever it is that you're doing to find peace at this moment, you're taking these opportunities and you are, trying to, like I said, find some balance and moving and controlling your energy and your water, you could say, just controlling things in a different way. So not being burdened or overburdened by anything. This is just you taking back control of your destiny. And at the bottom of the deck you have the King of Pentacles, so it's also taking control of your wealth and your time. There's a lot of energy of that here. So also, before we fully get into your reading, Capricorn, make sure you go ahead and like this video. Make sure you are subscribed because more will be coming, and check out the rest of your signs as well when they come during this week. And let's get into your reading. So let's first find out, what is your strength? To my Capricorns, let's find out, what is your strength? What is Capricorn's strength, please? Thank you. Wow, really? So your temperance, your balance, your sensibility is your strength. That is something where, you're able to, the number 5, I mentioned the burden card, and, the number 5 is about, finding the moderation, finding the peace, or finding the peace within changes, because 5 is a number of changes and different options coming to you. So whenever there's a big change, you're always able to see like, what is the reason why I'm going through this change, and you're trying to make a positive reading, a positive like meaning behind why you may be going through a certain change at this time. And when you do that, like I said, you're finding purpose behind your life, you're finding meaning behind yourself, and you're able to get in a better balancing place, because obviously when there's a change, there's always some shakiness, but coming back to your peace and harmony is your purpose and your meaning, and it is the reason why you are able to have so much peace within, and that's a strength for you at this time. So let's see, what could be a weakness? And as you can see, I used a different deck, so this is not, it's crazy that this card came out, but it came out in reverse. So on the other one it was upright. But your weakness could be in money. Maybe you feel like you have to indulge, or maybe you have had things where you have lost, like you have gone through shakiness within your wealth. So that sort of things you may be obsessed with, like, okay, you were at one point had a lot of money, had a lot of income, and blah blah blah. Things have now changed, and now you're going through like a point where you are changing, and there may have been some loss that came with that change. But what is important for you to understand is that keeping your cool, keeping your balance and harmony, and being able to sustain yourself is the most important thing, because at the end of the day, you are the reason why you come back into the upright position. So you are the reason why there will be more prosperity and more abundance and more wealth in your life. So you have to always be able to be in that temperance mode of not being controlled by any seeming losses. Like maybe you lost a bad job, but you're going to gain a great business, or gain a great job again, or whatever you're seeking out is definitely going to be here for you. But a weakness that could be used against you, like I said, is like someone trying to hold something over your head, maybe like trying to say, oh, well, if you don't do this, then I am going to like force a material loss on you. And if you know that your source is not controlled by people in this world, then you understand that the highest best things will always come to you, because you're able to, like I said, find that you're able to be patient and not be swayed by people who try to be greedy, or who try to hold something over your head, or try to make you obsessed with whatever they have. Like, you're not the type of person who focuses on other people and, what they have, what they don't have. And your energy of your strength here is being balanced no matter what someone tries to threaten you with. So let's take a look at, since we know that, let's take a look at what your fear could be. So let's take a look at what your fear, Capricorn, what is your fear could be, so we can smush that fear out, because it is nothing. So your fear here is the lack of joy, the lack of happiness and inner happiness. So it's not just about materialism that satisfies you. It's really about your own strength. 9 is the number of strength. So the 9 of Cups in reverse is telling you that, if you lack strength, that is your biggest fear. If you lack inner joy, inner happiness, and, things of that nature, because you are being dissatisfied with life, or someone else is trying to force you into like materialism or indulgence, or just being, over obsessed with what they have, like competition. If you have that energy within you, then someone will exploit it. So that's the fear. Let's see what your reality is. What is your reality? So 2 cards actually came out, and it's like perfect for you, because understanding that there is only abundance for you here, and you have an abundance of opportunities with the 7 of Cups and the Ace of Cups, which is the number 8, which is, if you've ever seen the number 8 and turn it on the side, it is the infinity sign. So you all Capricorns, of course, and everyone, but especially you, don't be afraid, don't fear, like, don't fear the indulgence, don't fear money, don't fear anything, because the things that you fear, like I said, someone will try to exploit that, and that will put you in the place of, being taken advantage of. But as long as you stay in alignment with yourself and know that no matter what, no one can take away your options. You always have so many options, that if you can have this job, you can have a better one. If you can have this person, you can have a better one. Whatever your situation is, no one can hold up your good, or your wish come true, or any luxury that you desire besides you. So there is, with this Ace of Cups here, is overflowing love, compassion, creativity, and intuition. All of those things are overflowing for you right now, and you have to continue, like I said, to search for your purpose. You have the card from before. I'm telling you, Temperance card is about searching for your purpose, and daydreaming, and having that, knowing that you have so many opportunities, and being very, very selective about your choices and things of that nature. You have to be, because at this time there is so much people are trying to, like I said, they could try to take advantage of your weaknesses. So not having any weaknesses to exploit is a big thing for you at this moment. It may seem impossible, but it's definitely not. You have to get to that place of, like I said, temperance, balance, and feeling that for yourself. So let's see, what is your experience if you choose fear? If you succumb to fear, there's two options basically. What happens here? Let's see what'll happen if you allow people to scare you. So yeah, basically you'll have a lack of direction. You have procrastination if you felt in those moments, like procrastination, lack of direction, spiritual things where you're like, I need to, be more spiritual, or, not having ideas, being uncreative, uninspired. Those things are the self-limiting beliefs that keep you from creating anything, and it just has a lot of inner conflict. This is the type of energy that you do not want to be in. So let's see what will happen if you choose what's real. If you choose, the opposite of fear. Your reality is limitless abundance, as we saw with the Seven of Cups and the Ace of Cups as well. A lot of cup energy letting you know that there is overflowing. And as you can see, also the symbolism of the cups is on the Temperance card. So you have a lot of cups energy. So do you want to be in overflow, or do you want to, you have to choose. What happens if you choose? So if you choose the highest and best good for you at this moment, there is love, there is harmony, bigger relationships, and better unions. And this could be, like I said, even a partnership that could be business, something that you're very passionate about, which could be, like I said, a business in it, or energy. Number 6 is also about balance. So temperance, balance, your responsibility to yourself, your responsibility to whatever, you understand. So it's all about your strength, the strength of you, and being in harmony with yourself over everything else. And like I said, not allowing other people to cause a sense of conflict within you, or limiting you to certain ideas. So let's see what this current situation is. You got strength at the bottom of the deck. So let's see. Let's see what your current situation is here. Current situation for Capricorn. So your current situation, you have a lot of new ideas. Don't get stuck in a fear or a lack of, a procrastination type of energy, because you have so many new ideas that could really free yourself and free the people around you. A lot of mental energy that if you don't use it, it will become like restless. You will feel restless, and you won't know what to do with yourself. So finding a new way to, maybe you really want to get into talking. You may be into like making videos, making a podcast, something that people can just hear your ideas. You may be very music, or something like where you have the ability to express your ideas through communication. And that's really what business is as well. So you could just be like a business person who, is you're running something. So what's the challenge to get your ideas out there, or your challenge? So what could be a challenge for you now is if you play small, if you don't prep, if you don't use whatever you have to get to where you're going, if you don't plan, if you don't want to grow, that's also a fear. Just being seen is a fear. So you can't play small, you can't not plan ahead, because that's how you become successful for whatever you're going to do. No matter what the world is doing, there will always be successful individuals everywhere. So you have to decide, Do you want to be those successful individuals, or do you want to be someone who is like, I'm stuck, I'm kind of scared, I'm playing small, there's some obstacles in front of me, I'm not sure? Or do you want to be the person who has so many opportunities, Seven of Cups, so much abundance around you, Ace of Cups, and that energy of expansion and wanting more for yourself? And like I said, you have to prepare for that. So there's all these ideas that you just have to prepare to use here. So lastly, I guess I'll keep these out. Lastly, what is the aim here? What are you aiming for in the end? What are you aiming for, Capricorn? So right now, you're definitely aiming for something that is deep within you, bringing those ideas that are deep within you out here to the forefront so that everybody can see. You have the number 8, the number 9 coming up multiple times, so 898. Any configurations that you may be seeing at this time, we are in the 8 year going to the 9 year. 2024 to 2025, you add those numbers up, and those are the numbers that we're moving into. So, using that energy of, wisdom and inner guidance in order to lead you to your highest and best good. We are only as good as our ideas, we could say, because there's a certain energy of, you could have $1 million idea inside of your mind, but if you never plan and if you never search within yourself, or let's say you search within yourself but you never plan, and you play it small, then that $1 million idea is not going to go to waste. It's going to go to someone else. There's this thing that Michael Jackson would say, like, I can't go to sleep at this time because if I do, then Prince will get my song, or, because these ideas are energy that have to be expressed by someone. So if you don't do it, someone else will do it. If you see an idea come up and you're like, dang, that's my idea too, I had that idea before, you still have to act on it, because of the simple fact that, just because one person is doing it doesn't mean that you can't do it as well. There's many energies and entities and people who sell cookies, and people are not going to stop making cookie business just because Nabisco or whoever, Oreo, has a cookie business. They're going to go and say, I'm going to find something to do that they can't do. So you're never out of ideas, and the only time that you are constricted is if you constrict yourself. So making sure that you are putting in whatever hard work that you desire, and just saving your energy and stopping any negative self-talk, because you can be very enterprising and ambitious if you just give yourself that chance and take control and give that self-discipline that you have always been desiring. Like, there's a lot of self-discipline within you that you just need to use as your recovery. If you've gone through anything that has kind of shocked you and put you in a place of lack or need or scarcity in any way, there's always abundance here for you in the highest regards, but you have to be the one that take control. So let's take a look, Capricorn. All right, Capricorn, let's take a look at your Moonology cards. Remember to like the video if you are enjoying what you're hearing now. Just like the video so that you can receive an equal energy exchange. All right, let's see what's going on for my Capricorns. Capricorn. My Capricorn. What do we have for Capricorn? Step out of your comfort zone. North Node. You may want to look at what your North Node is. It may be something that you feel comfortable in your South Node, but in your North Node is something where you really have to stretch yourself and use your ideas in a different way. You have to be comfortable being out in front, being out in the spotlight, something to that effect. Also, that Temperance card, take time to breathe out. Take time to breathe out. So Temperance, still being balanced and not being off of your game just because of whatever energy you're going through at this time. There is so much, you will be elevating to a point where you are out of your comfort zone, but at the end of the day, you still have to take that time to be like, okay, whatever things you generally like to do, take some time for those as well. So it's a hard work and it's also a rest that you need. It's a good balance. That's what temperance is all about. Let's get one more. You are very close to achieving your goal. You are very close to achieving your goal. So these ideas, I'm hearing like once you act on them, they're going to take on like fire. You know, they're going to be very catchy. You may be, like I said, you may be using your voice and what you say just catches on to people. And you may be starting up little sayings. You maybe become like a meme, like in a good way. You know, like those little memes that just pop off, like very demure, very something like that. You know, people get popped out from that, and like I said, I don't really know who that person is who's on TikTok, but you may be an influencer. Just like the things that you say are very catchy, and you have to take that time to work those ideas out. Take the time needed, like meditate, contemplate, hermit mode if you need to, in order to see these things come into fruition. So now let's go ahead and take a look. Let's go ahead and take a look at your fortune here. We're going to go ahead and take a look at your fortune to see what exactly is your fortune. What exactly is your fortune here? Just getting my tea leaf fortune cards all together. So we're going to see here, what is your fortune? When you act on these ideas, Capricorn, there's so much that can come to you. Alright, so there may be multiple things coming to you, like you're stepping into a new experience right now. You may have a secret admirer. The lovers did come out in your reading, so that could be there for you as well. Someone new is entering your life, so this could be business, experience, or just someone entering your life, and also a major challenge to overcome, but you are very close to achieving that goal. All roads lead to success in your case, so you have to be very, very aware of these things as well, and just continuing to work on your success. Take pauses when necessary, and any collaborations that come up, because you did have that card as well. Any collaborations that come up, taking advantage of those when people enter your life to help you. Make sure that it's people who are aiming for your highest and best goods as well. So, all right, that is your reading, Capricorn. Like I said, go ahead and like the video. Check out last week's video, or anything on the channel that you see that really reflects to you. Go ahead and watch that. And now we can move on to the Aquarius. So I have my thing here just to write my time down for Aquarius. Aquarius. Thank you for watching today's reading. We're going to get 2 cards here from this deck just to see what your reading will be all about. So, Aquarius. Let's see what you got here, Aquarius. The moon is coming out right now. So you got the moon and the 7 of Cups. The moon is about your dreams. What are you dreaming about right now? What are you aiming for? And like I said, it's the dreams, the illusions, things that you have really been wanting, and making making a move towards is like I said, these two cards together are very amazing because it's like the dreams that you have is bringing up the opportunities in real life as well. So the things that you most focus on, that you program your subconscious mind into, just thinking about. And when I say program your subconscious mind, I really just mean whatever you think about daily programs your mind to look for it. So you have something in your brain which is called the reticular activating system, which is like the things that you see is you'll keep seeing it everywhere. So what have you been seeing that you keep wanting to see, that keeps coming up in your day-to-day life? Because those are shaping the reality around you, the opportunities that you go for, the opportunities that you don't go for, the people that you stay away from, the things that you want to experience, like the luxury. All of that is here for you, but you have to decide, okay, I want this one and I want this one, but not this one. You understand? So how is your dreams and your, how is your dream shaping your reality? So let's go ahead and take a look, Aquarius. Let's look at your strength. Let's look at, ooh, two cards popped out. Let's see, so you actually have the 6 and the 7. I'll take both of these. Your strength here is like looking long term and, being able to use your memories and all of these things, your innocence, your joy, your childlike nature, in order to, like I said, it's kind of gives me the same energy of dreams, just because it's like the things that make you happy, the things that people say, oh no, you can't have that, or the nostalgia, the childlike mind that you do and you use in order to, push forward. Those things are what fund and, fuel, if you will, and fuel your dreams. So the results that you get ultimately is because you are very open to what other people will close down. A lot of people don't move forward with a lot of ideas because they think that, other people will look down on them. But you are the type of person who is very balanced within yourself, and you want, above all other things, you want controlled movement. You want to move forward on your own pace, on your own time, with your own ideas, and you're the type of person who will take their time and won't let other people get you out of whatever work that you're doing or whatever investment you seek to make, just because they don't have the vision for what you have. So you definitely have a long-term view that you're taking, and you're wanting to be in control of where you're going. You're planting seeds right now. So let's see. Also, let's look at a weakness. So your weakness here could be just an indecision, unexpected things, obstacles, and things coming in your way. And sometimes when that happen, you have when you have difficult decisions to make, because it's popped out as well. When you have difficult decisions, and you got to look at these numbers too. Maybe you don't do things in sequence. Maybe you do things like backwards. You have the 6 and the 7, and then the 2 and the 3. So typically 2 and 3 come before 6 and 7. So maybe you just do things in an unorthodox way, but you have to still plan. So in order to be successful, you have to have some sort of plan out in your mind, written down, something where you're like, I know what I'm heading towards. And that way you can't be deterred from other people who try. Like I said, they don't have the amount of vision that you have. So they will force you into playing small, or to, not seeing and lacking the foresight that you need to continue on such a great journey, because the best things in life are, at the end of an amazing journey. So you have to be the one that's like, you know what, I'm going to expand no matter what. I'm going to, have the enterprise that I see. I'm going to have these things no matter what decisions that I have to make, no matter what type of people I have to avoid. You will leave them alone, because you are the type of person to want your desires, and you're not going to let anybody stand in the way. So let's see what happens. What is your fear? be a fear. Don't forget to like the video, Aquarius. Don't forget to like the video. So we have your fear here, which is the High Priestess in reverse. So your fear is not acting on your intuition. And then when you don't act on your knowledge, your own, if you don't trust yourself, people will be able to guide you into a, ignoring yourself and, telling you not to listen to yourself, not act on the things that you have always wanted. And they, by doing that, they really block up your intuition and they disconnect you from yourself. So you already, with the two coming out here again, maybe seeing 222, things of that nature, you already have the intuition and everything that you need to know within you. Your fear here is not trusting yourself. Your fear here is not acting on what you know is right. Your fear is not being in that energy of your subconscious mind coming up again. I already said subconscious when I got the moon card. So your subconscious mind here is telling you that everything is happening for your best and highest good. Your subconscious mind is going to lead you to the path of your greatest and highest good. But if you don't trust yourself, that's your greatest fear. So you never want to, you really never want to be in that energy of not being sure about what you're going to do. So let's see here. What's your reality? When you trust yourself, that's your reality. So what is that? We have the reality here being, so we went from 2 to 5. When you get 14, you add that up, you get 5. So your reality here is to find purpose and meaning within yourself and to go for it. Is to trust yourself, find purpose, have that patience to continue whatever journey you are walking on, because that is the highest and best that you can ever have in this life, is to trust yourself and to be very sensible about what steps you want to take to get to where you want to go. No one else can guide you on a life journey. Someone else can maybe tell you what to do at a particular time, or if you ask them for advice. But if you have a life dream and a life goal, no one else can really tell you how to get there except for you. Only people can give you little clues along the way, but the best things and the best ideas will come from inside of you. So just trusting yourself. So what would be your experience if you choose not to trust yourself, basically? We already got the 10 of Wands. So if you choose the fear, what will happen? So if you choose fear, it's already giving you the symbol of being just overly emotional and easily influenced by other people. You, above all other people, need to listen to yourself. And I'll tell you why. Because when you don't listen to yourself and you go with other people's judgment instead of your own judgment, your independent things, sometimes you have to set up boundaries with people and tell them that they can't tell you what to do. You have to say it right out so that they know, like, I'm not looking for you for this sort of perspective. I'm only looking for myself to answer some sort of questions. So when you don't do that, you will become bitter at the people who give you bad advice that you followed. And you don't want to be in that energy, I promise you, because that is, the type of thing that if they influence you to go, you will be acting very cold-hearted to them and very, just bitchy over and over again because they gave you bad advice and you followed it and you were like, dang, I knew I should have trusted myself. That's what you say to yourself after you already take someone's bad advice. But I'm telling you right now, moving forward, just take your own advice, trust yourself, and be in that energy of being okay to follow your own intuition. High Priestess energy. So what would happen if you choose to follow your own intuition and balance yourself? What will happen to Aquarius if they trust themselves? So your manifestations will definitely speed up the moment you start to trust yourself. It could just be happening right now during, the upcoming Sagittarius season. We got Sagittarius here. Virgo, something, maybe someone's giving you advice during this Virgo Libra season, and you're deciding, hey, I'm going to follow myself. And in the season of Sagittarius, in this 8 year, your manifestations will speed up so rapidly because you are trusting yourself. And when you trust yourself, you can always make quick decisions and manifest quicker because you're not in any sort of, like, you're not in any unknown place with your emotions. You're not in any, harm or danger, and not understanding what will happen to you. You are very, sure. You're very sure about yourself. You're very sure about what will happen to you when you follow your own intuition. So just trust yourself. And lastly, we're going to look at, what are you aiming for? Okay. This fell out very quickly, so I'm going to go ahead and put it out like immediately when I started to shuffle. So you have the 8 to the 9. That's a theme here today. I'm feeling, 8, 9. Moving from the 8 year to the 9 year. 8 of Wands is about quick manifestation, being very swift, being very absolute in whatever decisions that you make. And the 9 is about, wishes coming true, being very content with what you have done to get you to this place, and being very, full of gratitude and experiencing a lot of luxury. You're very much in that energy of your wishes are coming true because you followed yourself, and you, even at the most, like when you're taking other people's advice, make sure it's like an unbiased judgment, because a lot of people in your life, they fear things. They fear death, they fear transformation, they fear you leaving them, so they'll give you bad advice sometimes, unknowingly or knowingly, just so that they don't have the challenge, or they don't have to have you leave them. So some people are not be able to make difficult decisions for themselves, so they definitely won't be able to make them for you. And like I said, if you don't trust yourself, you'll be portraying your own knowledge, your own high priestess self, if you don't listen to who you are. But if you do, you will have victory, you will have movement, you will have balance, you will have strength, and your wish come true. So for my Aquarius, let's go ahead and make sure you like the video as well. Let's get your moonology. All right, let's get your moonology. Okay, let's get two more. One more. Okay, so we have a new start is coming, new moon. So there's definitely a lot of energy here telling you and letting you know that, hey, conclusions are right now happening, and this is your time to, come to a win-win outcome if you don't let anything get in your way, and work through any fears that may come to you so that you can get to this energy, because your hard work will pay off. You have that energy of your hard work paying off if you just stay the course and, continue to understand that nothing, new moon in Capricorn. So it may be something happening around Capricorn season, or, something that happened at Capricorn season that you maybe had some ideas, but you didn't act on them fully because of, just some fears. But once you let go of fears and bring love into whatever situation, new moon in Aquarius, which is your energy, once you are acting on that energy, there is so much positivity that can happen for you. So it's just about that energy of, being into whatever, like working on whatever you're into, understanding that there is so much good that will come to you if you just bring your love into whatever hard work you're doing, and infuse your love into it, so that when you reach the end of this cycle, whatever action that you have been taking, you will be able to receive and know that that is happening for you. So let's go ahead and get your personal tea leaf cards. We're gonna get some tea leaf cards. I'm just shuffling them up here just a little bit. I'm just shuffling up the tea leaf cards here just a little bit. So give me one moment. Let's see what you got here. All right. So we have new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. A fresh start, a new start is coming. How clear could that be? You understand? So whatever you're doing, when you take the leap to better yourself, to trust yourself, there's so much good that can come here for you. There's a new start, a fresh start. You also have Carrot, which is the opportunity and windfall card. So there's something here where this new beginning is like going to be like a major part of your journey. Announcement as well. You'll be wanting to make big announcements for all the great works that you're doing, the great projects that you're starting, and new ideas that you're having. And we also have Carriage, which is a journey, either physical or mental. So right now you are in this space where you're beginning this journey, and the hard work that you're doing is going to pay off so well that it will just be like a big opportunity or a big windfall, so that you're able to take advantage of, just all the things, all the dreams you've had over all these years. They're coming to fruition with this new start. So my Aquarius, that is your reading. Like I said before, go ahead and make sure you like this video. Check out the channel, watch some videos on there. Now, we are going to move to the Pisces. So, Pisces. So, that's just me writing down your timestamp. Let's get into Pisces reading. We're going to go ahead and get 2 cards from this deck, which is just about, it's another tarot deck, so we're gonna see. But for Pisces, let's get 2 cards for Pisces. 2 cards for Pisces. Let's get 2 cards for Pisces. So you're ready to move on and move through something. You're ready to do it very quickly. It could be a money situation, could be a love situation, but it's something here that made you feel like it was a burden. It was only supposed to be 2, but all of these fell off. So I'm just hearing the story here. Just letting you know that it could be something with money with this 9 of Pentacles, or it could be something with love with this Ace of Cups. But what you can say is this something that, it felt like a burden, but you're ready to move on from it with the 6 of Swords. And even the Chariot is about movement. So whatever it is that was, holding you back, you can even see the waves in the water where he's like fiercely moving away from whatever's behind him, because you're ready to go. And no one can stop you when you're ready to leave. We have the 6 and we have the 7. The Chariot is the number 7 as well. So, something that you're ready to do. So let's get into your reading. Let's go ahead and get into your reading. For my Pisces, let's go ahead and see what is your strength here. So what is the strength for all of my Pisces out there? Definitely want to see what your strength here is. So your strength here is the opportunities that you're very creative, and your ability to create brings so many different opportunities. You may be very good at drawing, or you just may be very intuitive, insightful, and people just love talking to you. You have a certain sensitivity to you, and that is your strength here, because you know, people who cut them off from their sense, cut themselves off from their emotions and their sensitive side, they may think that they're better, but Pisces know better that controlling, this even is a water card, controlling your emotions and controlling your intuitive side is not a bad thing. It's a better thing to be in tune with your emotions rather than to be like overly emotional or not emotional at all. So Pisces always have that good amount of emotion to let you know, I'm going to be creative in my situations. I'm going to be intuitive in my situations, but I'm definitely going to be very I'm definitely going to be very in tune with whatever the actual situation and opportunity calls for, so they won't be overly emotional or non-emotional. So let's look at your weakness here. What could be your weakness here? Let's look at what could be your weakness here. Whoa. So a weakness could be just if your strength as a Pisces is your water and controlling that water. Your weakness here could be, being emotionally manipulated. So someone seeing that you are someone who is very creative, very intuitive, and very emotional in a good way, someone could try to use you and manipulate your emotions and kind of force you to have compassion for them, or try to sway your feelings, just by like sad stories or just whatever the case may be. People just want a form of control in any way that they can see it. So we have Aquarius and Pisces here. So you are water. The Aquarius is the water bearer. So that could be somewhere where an Aquarius, not saying anything about that, but an Aquarius could be trying to just sway your emotions with different stories or different thoughts. But you have to be the one to be in control. And you can be empathetic without being overly emotional. So understanding that as well. So what is your fear here? What is your fear? Let's take a look at what is the fear here. So your fear here, I'm going to keep. So your fear here is like living in the past, not being able to forgive, not having any playfulness, and not able to, being able to move forward and be independent for yourself. So there's a lot of people who are not able to, move on from whatever past hurts or just whatever moodiness, childhood things that may have happened. That could be a fear of just being stuck there. But if you have already like moved out, 6 is the number of movement. So 6 of Cups is telling you that, controlling your energy and balancing out is your solution here. And you have to be solution focused. You have to be the one that's like, okay, I want independence. So what I'm going to do to get that is to, take my mind out of the past and, stop living there and just forgive, not for them, but for me. You have to control your emotions. You can't allow any old situations that made what it was, like may have been what it was, like someone trying to control your emotions in the past. Because the 6 of Cups is all about, from memories and childhood nostalgia. So people may try to like come back into your life and play on those emotions, like, oh, you remember what a good time we had. But you have to remember why you moved on, why you moved forward, and seeing what is best for you now, and not living in the past of how it was. There's a reason why you moved on. 6 of Swords, 6 of Cups. Maybe seeing a lot of 6s right now. So what is the reality? What's the reality? What's the reality? From my Pisces, what is the reality? So there is love. 6 again. I can't, I can't make it up. It's 6 again. So the 6 is telling you that There's love, there's harmony, there's a relationship here that is the best for you, or there's just a partnership here. There's so much here on the horizon for you that you don't have to go back to the things that you don't want and the things that you moved forward from. There's a lot of things that you have taken your power back in situations, taking your emotions back in situations, and that has led you to a lot of alignment. So balance, stability, responsibility, moving forward, solution oriented, that is your energy. You're not trying to be stuck in like not forgiving someone because you want to move on. Six of Swords came up again. So you know and also at the bottom of the deck we have the six. You have really a lot of sixes. So the Six of Wands is down here at the bottom of the deck, letting you know that you can lead yourself to victory if you trust yourself and trust in all of these things, and let go of inner conflict that anybody tries to start, because they know that when they do that, they are able to create lack within you, but you're not in that energy. So what would happen if you choose fear? What happens when you choose fear as a Pisces? What happens to you is, a certain amount of indulgence. Like someone, like I said, they may be trying to sway your mind. It may not be a person. It could just be like a job that you left because you hated it. And now, or you just, it wasn't right for you. And now, like, the boss is trying to call you in, trying to sway you again to come back in, telling you about all these wealth and leadership opportunities, and it'll be so much secure. And it's not going to be like last time. We'll be more generous and more abundant with you. But sometimes you have to see through facades. Like, why was there such a loss? Were the people there stubborn? And if you go back to certain situations just out of fear, you will be in places where you will be obsessed with whatever they try to control you with. So whether that be wealth or status, love, whatever, someone trying to use that, it could try to make you obsessed with what they want. So let's see what happens when you choose the reality. The reality is you're in control. So control. Right, me listening to Janet Jackson's Control song. Let's see one. Let's get a look into. So what happens when you choose your reality here is you're able to move on. Again, this card popped out as well. So do what you want with that. You're able to transition, move on, leave behind, like I said, this old greediness from old people, old jobs, old baggage. You're able to release from that, and you are very action oriented about what you're going to do to move forward for yourself, and you're very driven to succeed, and you believe in yourself. You are, just looking out for yourself. You're defending your beliefs, and you're like, hey, I'm not going to go back to old people, old jobs, just because people like I'm the best they ever had. That may be the energy of, you maybe have attracted some narcissist energies around you, and they're like, you can't do better than me, but you can tell them better than you can show them. So I definitely believe that if you think you can do better than the situations that you had before, don't go back to them. So let's go ahead and see, what is your ultimate aim here then? What is your ultimate aim? Pisces. Sorry, I don't know why or who is upstairs making a crazy amount of noise. If you can hear that, I apologize. But yeah, you're ultimately in the energy. You're aiming for the energy of success, celebration, and happiness. You want to move forward. You want to be creative. You want to just control what you've got going on. And you're not going to allow other people to, move to force you into like a certain collaboration. Like, of course, if you were the more creative person, someone wants you to come back so that they can, have you bear most of the work because of how ambitious you are. You may be just very driven to succeed and like a hard worker. So someone obviously wants you back on their team. Three of Cups is all about collaborating, but you also have to think about what type of community and what type of energies is there, and you don't want to just come back for no reason. You want to make sure that if you're coming back, you are or whoever, whatever you're going to or going towards, you want to make sure that it has the energy of happiness and fulfillment and expansion. You don't want to like shrink up. So you may be seeing, like I said, 3, 6, 3, 3 6s or something. I don't know. Definitely nothing to be afraid of. Even at the bottom of the deck, you have the 6 again. So 6 can be a very amazing number because it's a like I said, it's a number of movement. It's a number of balance. It's a number of, you know, having empathy for people, but not being overly or easily emotionally manipulated. So that is what you have there. Let's go ahead and take a look. Let's go ahead and take a look into your Moonology cards. Moonology cards. Let's go ahead and take a look into what my Pisces have. And also, it may not be an Aquarius. It may just have happened around Aquarius. So, you know, right before your birthday, maybe someone was trying to, you know, I just had to throw that in because some people get stuck on signs and stuff like that. But it's really just about the energy that a person may have. The energy is gaining momentum. I said energy and the energy card popped out. Come on now, y'all. All right. So we have the energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. The energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. We also have prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. Prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. And lastly, we have work through your fears. So there's something here where you may be fearing being emotionally manipulated. And one thing you have to know is that, you know, if you have a fear of something, that fear is more likely to come true. So it's best to, you know, go ahead and stomp out your fears, trust yourself so that you're not able to be manipulated by anyone who may be like, dang, this person is very in tune with their emotions. Let me see how I can, you know, get in, because that's the number one thing that abusers like look for, you know, someone who is, you know, in tune with their emotions and still trying to find a way to manipulate them. But like I said, that doesn't have to be your story or your energy. You just have to be, you know, taking precautions about who you let in to your emotional, you know, being aware of who you're letting in. You have a lot more coming out. So I'm actually going to just go ahead and breeze through all of them and give it to you. Give all of them to you. So you're on a very short journey. The energy is gaining momentum. The 6 of Wands, the 6 of Swords lets you know that you're moving on to something like the 6 of Wands energy, where you're able to, you know, go ahead and have that victory that you have always desired. And it will be such a quick and short journey for you because there's so much momentum around. Whatever you get your energy behind, there'll be so much more energy behind around it. And we also have a meeting with a stranger could be important. So, like I said, there may be old energies that want you to come back, but a new meeting with someone else will bring you the prosperity that that you're seeking, that you know is ahead of you. Solid foundation and success with effort. You also have peace and harmony here, so that's definitely here for you as well. You do not have to settle for old energy. And we have spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. So there's so much here for you. You will receive a gift as well when you go through this energy of, you know, moving on. 6 of Swords, 6 of Wands. When you move on, there is so much more prosperity that lies behind you, ahead of you, than, you know, being stuck and constricted to old things. People can only make you stay there if they can control you. So that will be a big energy. Like I said, control. You may be listening to Janet Jackson's song Control, or just things about control happening around you all now. Thank you so much for watching, Pisces. I really appreciate it, and I will see you next time. Don't forget to check out your sun, moon, and rising, and also go ahead and make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Peace.